Welcome, guys. Welcome to yet another episode of DINTSHANG. Let's talk DISKI. My name is Miner Ali.
My name is Best.
Yeah, and together we bring you DINTSHANG. Let's talk DISKI.
Sure.
Mr. Best.
Hola.
The CAF Champions League draw for quarterfinal. The fixture is out.
Yeah, very interesting one. This one.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Like Coach Peter Musimani always said, the real game start now. You know.
In the
quarterfinals.
In the quarterfinals. Yeah.
Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, guys. Let's keep the channel growing. Looking at this time around, the group stages are over. Now we are in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Looking at the fixtures right now, we don't have a team from Morocco. What does that mean for you? Looking at the fact that in the past years we will have two or one team from Morocco representing, but this time there's no team.
Yeah, we all know that Morocco they took football very seriously, and then we can see the last time Coco World Cup with Ijikila. So, but I think this year with Casablanca they have a problem as you when Chepesa one purchase unarating in the drugs and stuff like that. Investigation. So, but that's a lot about the Northern football. I want to yeah, the southern teams and then the western they think more serious about this CAF.
Yeah, because of if we check even go African Cup of Nations, they were knocked out very early. African teams.
Yeah.
And Tanzanian teams, I think they have been knocking on the door. I think even the last time they had two teams in the quarterfinals, and even now they have two. They have Simba. They also have Yanga. What do you make of that?
The football in Tanzania is growing, and then that's wonderful. You can see a team like Yanga, Young African, like they spend a lot of money, and then it's sure a lot of efforts is put in there, and then it's good for football for Tanzania. Even if last year I believe a Tanzania team it went to the final in CAF Confederation Cup. Yanga.
Yeah, so you can see the growth the Tanzanian league, which it's good to see. And going to these quarterfinals now, we know that VR will be introduced. Do you think it will improve the standard of the referee?
Yeah, it will. It's a very wonderful thing we saw on AFCON.
Yeah.
It did play well, and then it was wonderful. We have a wonderful competition because of VRR, and then the referee in Africa they catch it very fast, and then and they work it very well. All the decision that they made was excellent because of the VR.
No, okay. Now let's look at the first one. We have Simba taking on Al-Ahly. Very interesting game. Last time they met on AFL, both games ended up in a draw. What do stats say about this game, Mr. Best?
The stats say good about this game. They say Al-Ahly 1-2, and then Simba 1-2. And they draw 2. That means they are equal in power. Yeah. But in terms of experience, Al-Ahly he got more of experience. Yeah. And experience is something that you cannot buy with money. So I believe Al-Ahly have the upper hand when you go to these games.
Yeah, because if you look at even how they progressed last time they met Simba, they progress because of away goal. Yes. So they know how to use those things, especially here in Africa we still have the away goal rule still applying. So they will use those kind of things into their advantage. To their advantage. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this one goes. Simba came second in their group with 9 points, and Al-Ahly finishing first in their group with 12 points. Now let's look at the second game. We have TP Mazembe taking on Petro de Luanda. Very interesting teams. What do stats say about this one, Mr. Best?
There's like TP Mazembe it come with a strong one. Remember, TP Mazembe is a team that can use a home ground advantage. It's one of the teams that in Africa that can intimidate you when you go home. And remember, TP Mazembe has never lost a game at home. And then it is not easy to be scored at home. So I think TP Mazembe will take this one. Yeah.
Yeah, Stat says the last time these two matches, these two teams met, TP Mazembe won both of those for both of those games, and Mazembe finished second in their group. Petro de Luanda finished first. And if you look at both teams, they were very good defensively. Ada only conceded twice. The other one finished the whole group without conceding. So it shows you that it's going to be very, very, very tactical game. You know. Very good defensive teams. Now looking at Esperance versus ASEC Mimosa. ASEC Mimosa from Ivory Coast.
Yes.
Very interesting team. Esperance from Tunis. What do stats say about this one, Mr. Best?
When it comes to this game, Experience have already won 3 games, and then the other games is end up with draw. That means
no, Mimosa has an upper hand in this one. They won 3 of those two games.
Yes, Mimosa won 3 games.
Yeah,
and then the Experience draw.
Yeah, the 2 of those games ended up in the draw.
So that means they never lost the game. Yeah. Yes, in the last 5 games, that means Mimosa has never lost the game against Experience.
Yeah.
But for this this game, I believe Experience without looking at the stats, like it's only one team that comes from that side. So I believe they represent the North. So I believe this one they got a chance to pass this one. Experience. I'm going with the Experience.
Yeah, I think there's been a good run for ASEC Mimosa, man. When you look at they've been doing very well also in their league in Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
And if you look at the fact that they topped the group, I think it was one of the top groups. They had Simba in that group. They have Joanne Galaxy in that group. They have Wydad in that group. They managed to top up that group. So I think ASEC Mimosa, I think it's one, like I've been saying in the previous episodes, that ASEC Mimosa and Joanne are one of those teams that have impressed me a lot, you know. So we'll see how that one goes. Now let's look at the last fixture. Mamelodi Sundowns taking on Yanga from Tanzania. What do stats say about that one?
This team they have never faced each other.
Yeah.
So, but Mamelodi Sundowns it's like luckily it come to this game with so much experience.
Yeah.
They've been in the competition so many times and they've been disappointed so many times. I believe Coach Roland have done his homework, and then facing this young team, like I believe will go there with a lot of respect, and then he will make sure that he win both games, home and away.
Yeah, playing for me, like I remember when I was asked this question, or who do I prefer between Simba and Yanga and Esperance?
Yes.
I said Esperance because if I know going to Tanzania, you face a lot of things. You know, there's a lot of things that they play, these dirty games that they play. You know, you always face difficulties when you go to Tanzania. You know, bad treatment, the pitches, the fence, and I remember Simba when they were playing against Orlando Pirates. There were also a lot of things that were being said. So I think TP Mazembe is even better when it comes to these shenanigans and that Tanzanian teams deal with. So it's going to be very difficult. I think we should go there first and get maximum points as Mamelodi Sundowns, or get a draw and then finish them at home. Because I think it's going to be a very, very difficult task going to Tanzania. And hopefully our technical team and our guys who deal with traveling will go there and find us a good pitch, good hotels, and we deal with it like that, you know, because of we know Tanzanian teams and Muti and all those stuff. They really can be a very bad experience. So now having seen the fixture, it's going to be very interesting to see who makes it to semi-finals. Do we really go into semi-final without a Northern African team? So it's one of those questions that we're gonna ask.
But I think experience will gonna represent. You will beat ASEC Mimosas.
And another one can ask: are we going to have two Tanzanian teams in the semi-finals. And who's probably to win it? Alatli, will they do it again?
I believe Mamelodi Sundowns and Al-Ahly now. I believe as long as they see we did Casablanca, we did it's not there.
Yeah.
They have more chance that because of this that other teams give them a hard time. I believe Mamelodi Sundowns and Al-Ahly they believe this is for them to take.
All right, we will see. We will make it another time. We'll review the fixture for the semi-finals.
Yeah.
Because of it's going to be very interesting when these games comes.
So when I do believe those motive of Tanzania what's better?
They might not be working, but
psychologically
they might play
some role.
And it's one of those things. And when you go into a game and you are already tired because of the mind games that they've been played, bad treatment, you are also down for that game, when do you believe it works?
I don't think it works. If America, one of the African team will be one World Cup. So we never do any good in World Cup. The only team that make good it was Morocco. In Morocco, they don't use those things. Yeah.
All right, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, guys. Let's keep the channel growing. We'll see who makes it to the semi-finals. Home games in both legs. And don't forget that we still have an away goal rule. So let's see if they use it to their advantage. My name is Miner Ali.
My name is Best.
And you've been watching DINTSHANG. Let's talk DISKI.
Sure.
And Kasona Style, it's a rap,
guys.